Hello, I'm Andrea from Everjoy AI, and let's get right into it. So, this is Master High Ticket Sales from Paradise, and basically, what I wanted to talk about was how to train your team in high ticket sales. It's a very lucrative but also very high skilled, high leverage role. It takes a lot of practice, it takes confidence, and it takes skill to really close the deal. Knowing your product, whether it's a physical product, digital product, a service, knowing what you have to offer is very important, but it's also crucial to instill self belief not only in your team, but also in the prospect client or the lead. To be able to overcome objections and as well as ultimately closing the sale. And a lot of it has to do with confidence, but technique also plays a role. And to do so, I developed a software platform called Everjoy Growth. And so I'll take you through that product right now. But first, I'd like you to picture something. Picture this. You're on your dream vacation, but it's not just any vacation. It's a holiday that you are planning to do some crucial work on. So the work holiday setup is that you're on holiday 24/7, but whenever you feel like it, you can just whip up your laptop anywhere, anytime, any place, and then just do your sales calls. But in order to do that, you need a system, a framework, some objectives, understanding how to speak to clients, how to listen to clients, and ultimately how to overcome those objections and close that deal. And that's what makes this system unbelievably incredible. It's because you can do it anywhere as a laptop lifestyle. So I designed this tool to look like that, and I've called it Master Your High Ticket Sales from Paradise. So we'll go through this quite quickly because there's a lot to cover. But basically, it's a sort of like a tool that you can give your team. They can master sales from anywhere, anytime, any place, and it makes it quite easy for them to just log in their free time or even allocated time during staff hours, work hours, to do some training. And sales is probably the lifeline of your business. If you don't have sales, you really don't have a business. So getting this part of it right is really important. It's one thing having demand for the product, but if the people on the other end don't have the confidence in your ability, your communication skills, or what you have to offer, it'll just go to deaf ears. You really have to command that conversation, take control, and close that deal confidently and effectively, dispelling any doubts, hesitations, or fears or concerns. So what this does is that it creates a scenario. It has like an objection library. It monitors each of your staff, their performances. It gives them different key metric indicators, so like objection crusher, creative genius, sort of like what their strengths are in the section. We also have Paradise challenges, so they can pick a challenge and it goes in depth and it explains to you what that challenge is and then how you personally will overcome that challenge, and the AI will give you more assistance as well. And then if you have a look, it tells you the objection library. So if it's a pricing issue, click on there, it tells you what the difficulty is. It gives you the scenario. For instance, I need to check with my budget committee before I make any decisions. How would you respond to that? And just kind of looking at it in a way that's quite practical. We have a practice simulator. You can practice by ticks. You can sort of text somebody with the AI and practice, or you can do the voice practice, voice activation practice, or what's quite fun is a challenge. So if you accept a challenge, it takes you through another section where it gives you a series of challenges that you need to overcome until you actually close the sale. I appreciate this presentation, but honestly, I've been looking at similar solutions and found one that's 40% cheaper. Why should I pay more for what seems to be the same thing? So how would you overcome this sort of objection? And it sort of coaches you through that. You could start the scenario, or you can generate a new scenario. So it takes you through all different types of scenarios to enhance your skills. And the outcome of this is basically, once you've done it a couple of times, you can see your progress increasing, because it's as the objections become more and more difficult, and it gives you tips on how to overcome those objections, your skills sort of climb up. And you also become frequent to what most people say in these conversations. You can suss it out. A lot of them is, I need to speak to my wife. How do you reframe that? How do you come across as somebody that understands and empathizes with the client or prospect, but then also says, well, are you the one that's doing the calls, or is your wife? It's just little things, subtle things like that sort of shift the responsibility back on the prospect. And the aim of this software platform is to really up-level and upskill your team or yourself, and to get in that practice before you actually take on clients. Because it's like opportunities lost if you start trying to close sales without the techniques and without the skills, and then the client says no, and you don't know how to rebound from that. So the best thing to do is to acquire one of these platforms, and through trial and error, and through learning the skills by question answer, game playing, role playing, answering scenario based questions, you can then become a very confident, well-rounded sales closer.